the Untitled podcast. My name is Annie Funderburk, and I am your host, big pink-haired freak. I said big-haired freak. Don't have big hair. This is the third time I'm doing this intro, so we're just going to go with it. Cryptozoologist and cat stan. And today's guest is Delaney Grace Williams, great aunt to 3 incest cats, chronic constipator, low-key stan, and avid quesadilla consumer.
Yep.
And here we are.
Probably why I'm chronically constipated.
Yeah. Yup. And so here we are. Are you vibing?
A bit, I think.
LOL.
Still kind of constipated.
Comment down below if you're also still kind of constipated. We want to know.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it is. It's a lifestyle. I'm not constipated as of right now. I did take a shit before filming this. Yeah, because I did shit. Who knows about tomorrow, though? I might not. Anyway, welcome to the Untitled podcast. Here we are talking about our bowel movements. I'm vibing.
Yeah.
So, the first thing we should talk about is how we met. So, do you want to go first?
We met in the early summer of the late 2019 year in our MC 210 class. And it was like, what the fuck was that class? Media and production.
Intro to media production, I think.
We met first in the journalism class.
We actually met first in MC 200. That was the intro to the major. We sat, like, far away from each other.
Yeah.
And there was 2 Delaneys in the class.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. 'Cause I was sitting in the back and you were sitting near the front.
Yeah.
And so that's when we first met. And then immediately after that class, we went to the journalism class.
Yes.
Because it was your first semester here, and it was my first semester in the mass comm major. And so we were both taking that intro class, and then we were in the journalism class, and I was sitting there like, I don't like this. And then you were sitting there like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Right.
I can't do this. And I was like, all right,
That's
sis.
my constant state of existence. I don't know what I'm doing ever, and I'm always stressed about it.
It really do be like that, though. But, like, we were sitting next to each other, I think, in the journalism class. I don't remember the number of that one. But it was like intro to journalism.
315? No, not 315. 215.
No. I guess.
I don't know.
Anyway, comment down below if you go to the University of Montevallo and took that class. Let us know what the number of that class is. But I think we sat next to each other and you were like, I can't do this, because the first day he was like, we're doing real shit in this class. It's Brittany, bitch. And like, we're doing for real shit. He was like, I don't do all this, like, makeup, like, made-up nonsense. Y'all are gonna go out and y'all are gonna do real stories and you're gonna get real stuff. And then Delaney was like, I can't do this.
I shit myself.
You weren't constipated that day.
No, I was scared. I got 2 levels of shit scared. I got constipated scared, and I got scared.
Yeah.
You know?
It really do be like that. But I was sitting there like, I don't want to be here. And then you were like, I'm really not going to be here. I'm going to drop this class.
I immediately went to the library and
well, because you were like, how am I? You were like, I can't do this. And I was like, well, it's the ad drop period for this week. So you can drop the class and pick up another one. And you were like, all right, bet, I'm going to go do that. And I was like, okay. And then
I added 210, and then it started in like 15 minutes. So I hauled my ass to Strong Hall. And I sat in the same spot, and then you sat right beside me again.
Yes, so we sat in 210, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because I told you, I was like, there's this other class that we have to take. And you were like, okay. And so then I sat down, and I was like, hey, look, it's the same bitch. And so then we were just like, and then we were just like talking to each other. And then we just kept talking to each other.
Yeah.
And here we are
started
today.
Doing projects together. And then I changed my major.
Yeah. That was a little bit later, though. So that first semester, we did all of our in-class stuff together. We started becoming friends whenever we had to do that, like, sample little sheet thing where we had to take all those different, like, shots and then put them together in Photoshop.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, that was... We, like, posed for each other's pictures for that thing. And we trespassed that day. And that's how I knew we were going to be friends. Because I got her to trespass for me. We trespassed twice that day. We jumped in the little cemetery, and then we drove into the limestone quarry plant.
The cemetery is much more of a vibe.
Yeah.
I like that. The plant just made me mad because
LOL. We were driving in. That's one of my favorite places here, actually, because all the trees lining the road are covered in limestone dust.
Yeah.
And so they're gray. Cool. I love it. And so I was like, ooh, I want to take my, like, extreme wide exterior shot at the limestone plant. And you were like, okay, can we go in there? And I was like, I don't think so. And so then we did. And then we had to, like, another car was coming.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, shit. And so then we had to reverse out of there. And I was hanging out of the window with the camcorder trying to take a picture. It was not... He was like, oh, you could have framed this a little bit better. And I was like, great, like, cool. Like, I was hanging out of a car window while we were driving to take that picture.
Yep.
But, yeah, that's how we
became friends.
And the rest was history.
Yep.
But fast forward to the next semester, halfway through it, you dropped.
I dropped everything.
The thing about it is that she dropped her major and changed it, and then, like, 2 weeks later, we got kicked out because of the coronavirus.
Yep.
So you wouldn't have had to do anything anyway.
It's true.
And then...
I had a crisis. It was right after the midterm in the filmmaking class, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I walked out near the end because I didn't finish, and I was scared, and I panicked.
Yeah, so that happened. So. We had a midterm, and the professor was like, y'all just freestyle this thing. Like, there's all these things you have to do, and I haven't taught you any of it, so just Google the answers. And so we just sat there. Half the time, people were, like, Googling how to color correct, you know, stuff like that. And she literally stood up and walked out. And he was, like, answering our questions. Like, I asked him, I was like, I don't know how to do this. And he was like, okay, well, you just, like, do this, this, and this. And I was like, all right. Yeah. Okay, T.
I didn't even know where to start with questions. Like, because the guy beside me, he got done in about an hour. And he was out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I haven't even started.
Oh, well. And so then another reason why you dropped it, I think, is because you also got selected to produce one of the finals. Yes. I talked about this in my films cast because I told that I got selected to do one of the finals, and then it was supposed to be a documentary because at the beginning of that class we had to do a survey, and it was like, what's one thing you want to produce in this class? And so I picked documentary because I was like, well, I don't know when else I would do that, and that's an option, so that's fun. So then I got selected to do a documentary, and that was great for me. But for Delaney, she got picked to do one of the finals, and she said, how about I just leave instead?
Yep. I was supposed to be the writer, director, and producer, and
she said no thanks.
Couldn't do it. And I panicked and I left. I left everyone behind. Do I still feel bad about it? Who knows?
It's the way came up to me one day, and he literally last semester, he's like, so where did Delaney get off to? And I was like, oh, she changed her major. And he was like, why? And I was like, I think she was just, like, a little bit overwhelmed, like, for the assignments, and she just figured that it wasn't her thing. He was like, oh, well, if she ever wants to talk about it, like, let her know that I'll talk to her about it. And oh boy, I was like, okay, sure.
He emailed me. He was like, yeah, if you need anyone to talk to about it, I'll be here. I did not respond. I deleted it.
Big oof.
I wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I feel like I have mild PTSD from it.
LOL.
Oh.
RIP.
Yeah, but then I changed it to psychology, and I kept that for
over
the
summer.
Minor,
right?
Yeah, and I kept that over the summer, and then the first week of the next semester, I changed it to history and then minoring in psychology. So.
But it's fine. This is only your second year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
I'm out here.
Yeah. Trying to vibe.
I'm out.
LOL. That's so funny. Around the time when we first met, there was one day where we were in Farmer. We used to go to Farmer, like, usually after our classes on Tuesday and Thursday. And, like, we got, like, Moe's or whatever, Einstein, so we just sit there. And was it the day that it was storming that we were in there for so long? We were in there all day.
Yeah.
And, like, you skipped one of your classes.
Yes.
I might have skipped one of mine. We were just in there all day long. And so at one point, you started looking up vibe checks.
Yes.
And so then we started taking vibe checks. And comment down below first what you guess our vibes are. And we'll wait for a second. Okay, now that you've commented.
Close.
So Delaney got baby and clown.
Yes.
Like, those were her intersections, was baby and clown. And I was like, that's 100% accurate. That's so true. Because if you know Delaney, you know that her alignment is baby and clown. And then mine, I can't remember. It was either feral and cryptid or feral and goblin. And I can't remember which one. Because we did, like, 2 of them.
I think it was cryptid.
I think so.
You strike me more of a cryptid than a goblin.
It's the way you literally called me a goblin today, because my trash can is full of trash, but there's no trash bag in there.
But then there's just, like, this paper bag just filled with,
also
like, trash.
filled with trash.
Yes. And you just kind of go, oh, well.
Yeah,
and
I was like, it just be like that.
Yeah.
Whenever I take out Mortimer's poopies, then I'll take out that trash later. But, yeah, so Delaney got baby and clown, and I got feral and cryptid. Ooh, not me getting a text.
Hope
nobody calls me today. When I recorded the last episode with Mortimer, I got a phone call halfway through and it cut off my audio. Mm-hmm. So then I had to record it for the 3rd time. Go watch that if you haven't watched that already. It's the episode before this one.
Who called you?
Anyway, it's a secret, guys. So let's just get into the reason why we're filming this podcast today. We were in my room, and for some reason,
Mario Kart. Okay, keep going.
For some reason, we were like, which presidents would be gay?
Yes.
Because we were talking about, like, gay historical figures and how cishet historians were always like, oh, they were such good friends. And so then I
have the list.
What did you Google to find this?
I just Googled, like, list of presidents.
And clicked on the Wikipedia page?
Yeah, we went down.
So I want everyone listening to Google presidents of the United States, list of presidents, and then click on the Wikipedia page and look at the pictures and go along with us, because we were just looking at them and trying to see if we thought they were, like, gay, straight, bi, whatever, what flavor of queer they were.
Yeah.
Or if they were
just based off of, like, gaydar.
Yeah, just the vibes. Yeah. And so we're just going to go down the list, and you can comment down below your thoughts if you want to play the game along with us.
I know for a fact one president had to have been gay, because, like, there was, I don't know which one, but there was one where they were like, he prefers the company of men.
LOL.
So
first off is George Washington.
He's bisexual.
Yes.
He's a heavy bisexual.
Yes.
I mean,
just look at him.
Yeah. And plus, I read in a book somewhere that I think Lafayette wrote him love letters. We'd
love to see it.
I love it. Okay, John Adams.
What was our verdict on him? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I think we said he was gay.
Really?
I think he's gay. Yeah, I think so. Look at him. He looks like he does drag on the weekends. Are you kidding?
He does, though.
Yeah.
I see it.
So I think he's gay.
He's a little fairy. Thomas Jefferson.
Straight.
James Madison. Oh, this is the one.
He was the one I said he's either gay or he's a little bit... He's either gay or he's, like, experimented with his friends but didn't call it gay. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's either that flavor of straight or he's gay, I think.
It's not gay if you have your socks on kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's his vibe.
James Monroe.
Oh, daddy. 100%. He's gay. That's what I said. I was like, this is a daddy if I've ever seen one.
Oh, look at that chin. Look at his chin.
Yep. That's a daddy. I'm sorry for the people who are watching this with the camera still on. I keep scratching my nose. I had an allergy attack yesterday, and I'm still allergies today, so don't even look at me.
Oh my God, John Quincy Adams. He's straight.
Yeah, he's straight. He looks homophobic.
He does. Andrew Jackson.
Straight.
I mean, this picture of him, he does look pretty.
Well, I mean, his hair, only a homo would have hair like that. And I say that as a homo with a pink mullet. But he's straight.
Yes. Martin Van Buren. What did we say about him?
Kooky bisexual. That's what he is. He's quirky. You know what I mean?
William Henry Harrison. I think he's straight. He's straight. John Tyler. He's gay.
Yeah.
He's a little faggot.
Yeah. Yep.
James K. Polk. He has a mullet.
He's fucking gay. He's gay, bitch. Are you kidding?
Zachary Taylor. This man's straight.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
He looks like he loves women. You know?
Yes, loves the good vagina.
He's like that Robin Hood meme where he's pretending to be like blind. He's like, can I please get a crumb of coochie?
Millard Fillmore, he's gay. No, straight.
Well,
no,
I think he might. I think he might be a sugar daddy, like he's gay. I think he likes twinks. That's what he looks like to me. I think he's a rich daddy who has a lot of money, and he like goes to parties with his little twink on his arm, and they're like, "What?" And he's like, "Don't even worry about it." That's what
Franklin
he looks like.
Pierce.
Let me see.
Gay.
Yeah, yeah. That's a homo if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god. Y'all, please look up a picture of Franklin Pierce.
Please
oh my
do
god.
this list with us. I'm begging you. Even if you don't comment.
This man's a president!
LOL. Good for him.
Y'all. James Buchanan.
I think he's straight.
He looks creepy to me. I don't like him.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln.
Gay.
The big boy.
He's gay. Abraham Lincoln's gay. Why else do you think he got murdered
in a theater?
He died in a theater. Tell me something that's
He's a
gayer
theater
than
guy,
that.
right?
And John Wilkes Booth was his lover.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Is that a hot take?
You know?
Maybe I'll pick up my history minor again, and then I'll write my little dissertation on that. Maybe I'll do that.
Sorry to anyone if you're obsessed with the Civil War. If you're one of those guys.
LOL.
Sorry about that.
They're not here. If they're obsessed with the Civil War, they're not here.
Andrew Johnson.
I think he's straight. Yep.
Ulysses S. Grant.
I feel like he's a little bit bi.
Yeah.
Like, people think he's straight and he's got a wife, but he's had boyfriends
He's
before.
got the straight beard, but look at the hair.
Yeah. And that little eyebrow. Look at his little eyebrow. He said...
Rutherford B. Hayes.
Let me see.
This man.
I feel like he's straight.
Yeah, well... Yeah. James A. Garfield. He's straight.
Yeah, I was gonna say straight or bi.
Yeah. Chester A. Arthur. This man.
Let's see him. Okay.
He looks like the... He looks like the kid from Jimmy Neutron.
I was gonna say he looks like Augustus Gloop, but grown up. From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp. Right? I'm not being mean. I'm not fat shaming him. I'm just saying that's what he looks like to me.
I see it. It's good to know he survived and grew up to be Chester A. Arthur.
Yeah.
Grover Cleveland.
I feel like he's either violently homophobic or he's gay. You know?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Benjamin Harrison. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Ooh, we clicking on him.
I don't... Okay.
I can't tell. Because he's either, like, a distinguished old gay gentleman or he's straight, I feel like. I can't tell. He doesn't give me bi vibes.
No. Ambiguous. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Grover Cleveland,
Once again.
Has he changed?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well...
No.
William McKinley. He looks like a bird.
I think he's homophobic. I think he's straight.
Why do so many presidents look like birds?
And the ones that like birds look homophobic. Are birds homophobic?
Birds aren't real.
Yeah.
We
already talked about this on the podcast.
Oh.
On episode 2, maybe? Yeah, the birds work for the bourgeoisie, so...
Well, then we know.
Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, he's gay.
He looks gay, but his actions. I don't mean to, like... I don't mean to be
Well, maybe
spicy.
he's bi.
Yeah.
Maybe he's bi. Let me see him again. Maybe... Okay. He's either bi or he's, like, closeted gay. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he's not straight.
I can see it.
Is that the one that Robin Williams played in Night at the Museum?
Yes. That was his last role.
That version's gay. He's gay in that. 100%.
Gay for Ben Stiller.
They had homos in that. Those the tiny ones. The little...
The Owen Wilson and the Roman guy.
They were in love.
The octopus... Octavian.
Octavian. The octopus?
I thought his name was Octopus.
Yep. Yep. They were in love. Okay, so maybe Theodore Roosevelt is bi in real life. In this, he looks bi, but he was gay in the...
Speaking of Owen Wilson, is Lightning McQueen gay? Or bisexual? He goes after Sally.
I don't know. You know the Volkswagen bus or whatever who was like, vibes, dude, that guy was gay.
Yeah.
And Flo, with Flo's Diner, she's a lesbian.
Yes. What about Mater? Is he gay for Lightning McQueen?
Yes.
Oh,
100%. Absolutely.
But Larry the Cable Guy.
He strikes me as one of those guys who also messed around with his friends as a teenager and then didn't call it gay, and now he's homophobic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is he homophobic in real life?
Let's Google it.
I feel like he's either extremely homophobic or he would say gay rights with his whole chest. You know?
Is Larry the Cable Guy?
Is he homophobic?
Is Larry the Cable Guy really Southern? Is Larry the Cable Guy married? Is Larry the Cable Guy dead? Still alive?
Maybe 2021's gonna go even crazier than last year.
Phobic. Okay, the first thing came up was 10 things to know about Larry the Cable Guy.
Okay.
Brought to you by journalstar.com.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sponsored.
Did he vote for you-know-who? Or not? Did he endorse either candidate?
I don't know. This is nothing. This is bullshit. Hang on. Reason.com. Larry the Cable Guy. I'm a Trump man. And when I say, man.
Yeah. Okay, so he's
I mean
homophobic.
Gary Johnson?
Huh? What?
Huh?
I don't know. Do you want to go back to the president's
Yes,
list?
please.
Okay.
Where were we? Theodore Roosevelt?
Yes.
Okay. William Howard Taft.
Oh,
you said something about him.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Is he the one that got stuck in the bathtub?
I think so, yeah.
He's gay. If he's the one that got stuck in the bathtub was gay. That's what sparked this whole conversation. It's because we were talking about George Washington and maybe flirting with Lafayette, and then I said the one that got stuck in the bathtub was gay. So then we started looking at this list, and now we're here.
Woodrow Wilson.
Straight. I think he's straight.
I agree.
Because he also looks a little bit like a bird.
He does look like a bird. Warren G. Harding. I don't like this man's face.
No.
Everything about his skin looks too smooth. I won't trust it.
I feel like he's either gay or homophobic.
Yes. Calvin Coolidge.
You know, here's the thing. You can be straight without being homophobic, but there are certain people who, like, they're homophobic. Yeah. So that's why I say they're either gay or homophobic.
Yeah. Calvin Coolidge. He looks like a bird, but he might be gay.
He's a twink.
He's a twink.
Absolutely.
Look at that forehead.
He's gay. Wait, who's that one that said look like a daddy? He's the twink to the one that I said look like a daddy. There's two that said look like daddies.
What do you say? We'll look it up later.
Okay.
Herbert Hoover. I feel like
he's straight.
Yeah.
He's either, let me say that again. That picture, I mean, he's either gay or straight. I can't tell.
I have no comment. I don't know. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
I think he's probably straight.
No, but his wife is a lesbian. We love Eleanor Roosevelt in this house.
Yep.
Harry
maybe he was gay because if they were lavender
maybe
married.
They, like, teamed up, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he's gay. He's gay. Sure. He's gay. Because she was gay. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Things to think about.
Harry S. Truman.
Let me see.
He's straight.
Yeah.
He's straight. Dwight D. Eisenhower.
He's
also straight.
Yeah.
But props to him because he also warned us about the military-industrial complex. So
yeah. But maybe he's not homophobic then. He probably was. Look, to be 100%,
maybe.
All these people were homophobic in real life.
Yes.
Unless they were actually having sex with men, I'm sure.
Yes.
But for the purposes of this, maybe he's straight but not homophobic. JFK, gay.
Bisexual.
Yes.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was bisexual.
He's a bicon, honestly.
Oh, really?
Like, really. Like, he really is. He's bi. Lyndon B. Johnson, straight. Is that who that is?
Did JFK get assassinated because he was bisexual?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then the one who shot him was his lover. Yep.
Who fucking shot him?
Just like Abraham Lincoln. They never found out, right?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
I'm a history
major.
He was like, wasn't he like arrested? But they didn't know if he actually.
I watched the BuzzFeed Unsolved episode about this.
LOL. So they don't actually know who killed him.
No, they just heavily
think it was him.
I think
and
they
he
just
was arrested
assumed
for
it was him. Yeah, and then then Jack Ruby guy killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but he was killed because he was bi.
Yeah. Lyndon B. Johnson.
Straight.
I think we're getting the more obvious ones now.
Richard Nixon? Straight. Absolutely.
Gerald Ford?
Probably straight.
Look at that. Look at that smile. He's straight.
So, okay, he once again looks like he's straight, but then messed around with guys and still said he was straight. But he messed around with guys when he was married. He was married to a woman and then messed around with men.
Socks on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jimmy Carter.
I think he's straight.
He's a nice straight man. He was very nice.
Yeah, well, straight, but not homophobic.
I say was like he's dead. I think he's alive. He didn't come to the inauguration, though.
Comment down below if he's alive or dead, if you know.
Comment down below if you personally know Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
Straight.
George H.W. Bush.
Straight.
Bill Clinton. Bisexual.
Bi, yeah.
Yeah. George W. Oh my god. Something happened.
Ooh.
George W. Bush. We've lost the
Straight.
picture.
I mean, he's straight. We know he's straight.
Yeah. Barack Obama.
He bi.
I can see it.
He was bi.
Donald.
He's straight.
Him.
Homophobic.
The orange one.
Yep.
Joe Biden. Joan Biden.
Yep. Either straight or bi.
I feel like he would have identified as bisexual in like the 70s or something.
Yeah.
But now he's just like, since he's
Dumb
moderate.
straight guys.
Yeah.
He's moderate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bernie. Bicon. Right? Or am I wrong? That little pose he was doing with his little mittens? That's a bisexual sit if I've ever seen one.
It is.
Yeah. So
I'm
anyway.
trying to think of other things that he's done.
Who?
Bernie.
Oh, then it'd be bi?
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
He's very sassy.
yeah, I think he's bi.
Yeah.
So, comment down below your thoughts on this whole thing, if you agree or disagree, and then tell us why.
Yes. And Bernie
And
Sanders, if you're watching,
we love you. It should have been you. Should have been you. Can y'all hear the bells? Comment down below if you can hear the bells.
and if you're the bells, comment down below. I need to
Mhm.
stop this, whatever I'm doing.
LOL. So, now that we've done that little presents thing, which is the reason why we've been here, we were also talking about a little bit. The first thing that came up was Draco and Harry.
Yes.
So, we're going to talk about just Harry Potter in general.
Yeah.
The gays in Harry Potter.
The gays.
So, do you want to start with Harry and Draco?
Yeah. I think Harry is a good bisexual.
Absolutely.
Draco's gay.
Absolutely.
He's gotta.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. it. So Harry, if you've read the books, he's obviously bisexual. Have you read them?
Yes.
So when he pays attention to both Cedric and Cho way too much to not be bi. And then in the 6th book, when he's following Draco everywhere, are you kidding me? You're telling me that he didn't have a crush on him? And you're telling me that Draco didn't also have a crush on Harry? Are you kidding me? He did. Draco was absolutely gay because he had repressed feelings from his family.
He started helping him out too in Deathly Hallows.
It's the way Draco's family was that makes it canon that he's gay.
Hang on, I gotta pop my toes.
Okay. A little bit of ASMR for you guys. Love to see it. Have you heard the camera turn off? Could you imagine if it wasn't recording the whole time? Guess we'll see. LOL. If it did cut off, what's it say?
There's no screen.
Is it on or is it off?
Hello?
Look at where it's turned on. It should be flicked to on or off.
It is on.
Okay, well, maybe it recorded a little bit. You can click it off if you want to, so the battery doesn't die. It's just that little lever on the top. Ooh. Yeah, that's it.
Gone?
No.
Okay.
We just leave it off. That's how we do it here. That's part of the brand. Rest in peace if there was no video, because there's supposed to be a little bit at the beginning.
Okay.
And then whenever it cuts off, there's none. Cool. Anyway, so obviously Harry's bi.
Yes.
Obviously Draco's gay. Obviously. Yes. But some little hot takes. Hello. These aren't necessarily hot takes because I've seen people talking about it on the internet, but things that I consider to be canon. And if I consider them to be canon, they are canon. First of all, by Harry, gay Draco, obviously. But then also by Ron. He was way too into Victor Crumb. way too jealous of him and Hermione.
Nope.
He's bi. Absolutely.
Hermione. Very straight.
I think she's straight.
She's very straight.
Yeah, she's straight. But some other, I guess, I don't know if they're hot takes, but Ginny's trans. Absolutely. Everyone else in that family's boys. She's the 7th child and she's a girl. And then I read this thing that said that Arthur Weasley was like one of 7 boys. And everyone in his family all had boy children. And so Ginny's the first one to be a girl. She's trans. She's trans. Absolutely.
I can see it.
That's canon in my mind.
It's vague in my mind, but I can see it. I've never thought about it that before.
Yeah. It's canon. And another thing is, I started thinking about this after I saw a fan art. It was like, I think it was Up the Hill art on Instagram, but they drew a picture of trans Fleur and Bill for a Harry Potter fanzine, like a queer Harry Potter zine. And they drew Fleur as trans, so now she's trans in my mind. And here's the thing. So, you know how the Weasleys hated her when she got with Bill? They're transphobic. Even though Ginny's trans, they've accepted her as their daughter, but they're still a little bit transphobic to other people, so that's why they don't like Fleur. Part of the reason why they don't like her. Because in the books, they were like, oh, she's like shallow, she's too pretty, but also they're transphobic, and she's trans. So trans Fleur is canon in my mind.
I can see it.
Tonks.
And I don't have any evidence to back up why I disagree with it, but I don't disagree with it.
Tonks is at least bi.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If not gay.
Oh, definitely. She would be an e-girl.
Look, J.K. Rowling is homophobic and transphobic, and that's why Tonks wasn't gay, but I think Tonks should have been gay.
Oh yeah. Lupin should have been gay too.
Okay, here's the thing.
They also had like a
Sirius Black is gay.
Yes.
Lupin is bi.
Yes.
Because they never talked about Sirius having a girlfriend. They lived together after Sirius came back, and when they found Wormtail and all that, they literally lived together at Grimmauld Place. And Lupin never got a girlfriend until Sirius was dead. And you're telling me they weren't in love? And you're telling me they weren't in love? They were.
Plus, he was a werewolf. He was an animagus.
Look. J.K. Rowling literally said that lycanthropy or whatever was a metaphor for HIV. She said that. Literally, she said that. And you're telling me that he's not at least bi? There's a lot of issues with that, first of all, because the person who turned him bit children on purpose. And it's supposed to be a metaphor for HIV. Really? So, yeah. That's messed up. But also, he's bi. Lupin's bi, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And Sirius is gay. That's canon. It's literally canon. And
Peter Pettigrew, he's straight. Not gay. He's not straight. He's not anything. He's just a little bitch.
He's just homophobic.
He's just a little bitch. Little rat boy.
We hate him. Hate him. James Potter. I think he's straight, but not homophobic.
Yes. Yes. I was gonna say bisexual, but then I thought about it and I was just like,
Yeah. I think he's straight but not homophobic. And Lily Evans, I think she's
queer.
Bi. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Snape, straight and homophobic.
Voldemort. Is he gay?
Look, J.K. Rowling tried to tell us that Voldemort fucks in The Cursed Child. I refuse to believe it. I think
I forgot. I refuse to accept The Cursed Child.
No, that's not canon. So, I think that Voldemort, he might not necessarily be a romantic asexual, but I think he just cares too much about his goal to ever even consider getting in a relationship with anybody. And I think that the times that he has fucked, if he does fuck, it's in order to gain something from that person, not to just like have sex with them. It's to manipulate them or something like that. He was hot when he was young, so I think all them little boys was chasing after him. And I know he had a bunch of twinks following him, but I don't think he was gay. I think he might have messed around with the little twinks that were following him.
So, like, Voldemort's kind of, like, part snake, right? He kind of, like, transformed into this thing, right? So he's very snake-like in the face. Is that like that for kind of the rest of his body? Like, does Voldemort have a dick?
A pubis?
Yeah, a pubis.
A pubis?
A pubis?
I don't know. Comment down below what you think.
And if you're Voldemort, do you
Comment
have a
down
dick?
below. Do you fuck? Yeah, but that's what I think about that. I feel like, I don't know what his sexuality is, but I feel like his sexuality isn't important to him.
Yeah.
You know? But, let's see, who else is in there? Oh, Seamus and Dean. She literally said that she was gonna make them have a relationship, but first of all, she's homophobic. Second of all, she was like, it would detract from the main story because she's homophobic. That's canon. That's absolutely canon. They were in love with each other. They were.
I want to beat J.K. Rowling up.
Yeah.
You think I can win in a fight with J.K. Rowling?
Yes. Absolutely. Your raw lesbian power. If you walked into the room with J.K. Rowling, she'd be
I don't know. My vibes are clown and baby.
Yeah.
So do you think I can do it? Is she just clown?
Oh, she doesn't even pass the vibe check. Are you kidding? She doesn't even get in a line.
I could
She
definitely
doesn't even pass
do
the
that.
vibe check. Comment down below if you think Delaney could beat J.K. Rowling in a fight.
And if you're J.K. Rowling, I want to fight you.
Yeah. Post the Addy. But
speaking of fights, hear about Jake Paul and Conor McGregor?
no.
There's a couple straight guys.
Oh goodness.
It's awful. He wants to fight Conor McGregor.
Goodness. I hate to see it.
Anyway, let's talk about something more interesting.
Yeah, so back to the Harry Potter thing. What was I saying? So Dean was bi, but Seamus was gay.
Yes.
But Ginny was bi. She's trans, we've already said that, but she's also bi. Because I think her and Luna were a little bit together.
Yeah.
Luna's a lesbian.
Oh, definitely.
100%. Absolutely. People also have headcanoned her as gender fluid. And I was like, I can see it.
Yeah.
I think so. I agree. Luna's gender fluid, and
What about Neville?
I think he's straight, but he's not homophobic.
Yeah, so that's why he didn't marry Luna, because in Deathly Hallows Part 2, he was like, hey, I fucking love Luna.
Yeah. That didn't happen in the books, though.
No, it didn't.
And I like that better, that it didn't happen in the books. Because I was like, not every straight person has to get in a relationship in this movie. Can we not?
Like Black Widow and the Hulk.
LOL. We'll talk about that later, because we're going to talk about Marvel.
Okay.
But, let's see more Harry Potter. So,
Oh my god, look at that big ass bird out there.
where is it?
Oh, he flew away.
Anyway, they couldn't see it and I couldn't see it. Comment down below if you imagined it, though.
Oh my god, there he is. There he goes. Oh my god.
Oh, I see it.
He's so big.
Is it a hog? There's two of them.
Oh my god.
I don't know what
It's
they're
okay, we're
doing.
inside.
Yeah. It's like that movie, The Birds. They're gonna come attack us.
I love that movie.
They're gonna come. I haven't seen it.
Birds aren't real. It's not real.
No, it's not. Some other headcanons. So, Dumbledore, let's get into that. Let's get into it. So, there's two parts to this conversation. One of them is Charlie Weasley. The other part of it is just straight up Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we can get into the Charlie Weasley thing first.
Yeah.
Because that's a little bit simpler. In an interview, someone asked her, is Charlie gay? Because he never had a love interest. He only was with the dragons. And she said, no, Dumbledore's gay. Because only one gay person can exist at a time. It's like in American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Coven, when there can only be one supreme and then she dies when the other one rises up. That's what it's like to be gay.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to J.K. Rowling. So,
I just had like an intrusive thought.
LOL. Don't say it out loud.
Is Charlie a furry?
I don't
but with
think
dragons.
so.
So would it be like a scaly?
I don't think so. I canon him as, and I say I canon him not as headcanon because my opinions are facts. Period. So I canon him as maybe asexual.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Is anyone in the Harry Potter universe a furry? I don't want to say Hagrid.
I don't
Not
think
Hagrid,
Hagrid's a
no.
furry. I think
He just loves animals.
this might be a hot
This
take.
is a hot take.
I think Snape might be a furry.
What's his persona?
I don't know. But I know he's on the incel boards.
He's definitely a wolf.
Yeah. Like, he thinks that he's, like, so powerful. Yeah.
He draws, like, furry art of him and Lily.
Yep. Yep.
What would Lily be?
I guess a doe.
Yeah, a doe.
Because that was her Patronus.
Yeah, are Patronuses just metaphors for furries? For Sonas?
I would say that an animagus is a furry.
So Sirius is a furry.
I guess. I don't think that's canon, but for the purposes of this conversation,
I feel like Patronuses are for Sonas.
I think that an animagus is, because they physically turn into that.
Yeah.
You know?
But your Patronus is, like, who you are on the inside, right?
Yeah.
And being a furry is, like, you're a person, but, like, you know, you identify as an animal, right?
I don't know anything about furries. Comment down below if you're a furry, and if you know what it's like.
My Patronus is a rattlesnake.
LOL. Mine, I think it should be an owl, but it was an orca.
Oh. You know, orcas are actually dolphins, I've heard.
I don't know.
I
think killer whales are baller, though.
Right?
I think they're cool. I like them, but I was like, I don't know why I'd get that. But I think it'd be very funny because I'm so short. Mm-hmm. And, like, imagine me casting a Patronus charm and then this fucking killer whale shoots out of my wand. And I'm, like, 3 inches tall. And it's, like, 10 feet.
Oof, I just don't like killer whales because that scene in Happy Feet.
How big are they? They're not 10 feet big. They're bigger than that, right?
At least 5 feet big. Long.
I think they're way bigger than that because I'm 5'3", and I'm sure they're at least double my size. They look like they're big.
Let's Google it.
All right.
Oh, I wonder if we're going to hear my window scream because it's winding outside.
Ooh.
I said it's winding outside. Uh-huh. How big are killer whales?
16 feet. I don't know how big they are.
Okay. A female is 16 to 23 feet.
Oh, shit. I literally said 16 feet. Wow. Galaxy
and then
brain.
a male is 20 to 26 feet.
Okay. So they're big. Big old boys. Okay. So anyway.
All right.
Let's see. Other queer Harry Potter characters.
McGonagall.
Yeah.
She's a lesbian.
Yeah.
She's gotta.
Yep. Oh, I forgot that I was talking about Dumbledore. So, the one part of that was Charlie Weasley. I think he's probably asexual. Like, aromantic asexual. But let's get into Dumbledore. So, we know he's a fag. We know he's gay. Absolutely. He's so flamboyant all the time. In the books and in the movies. But him and Gellert Grindelwald, I love to see it. Okay, I love to see it. I'm obsessed with it. So we don't talk about Fantastic Beasts in this house.
I was about to bring it up.
Nope, we don't talk about that. So because they did Johnny Depp so dirty with the way he looked, and then they fired him.
He looked like a mole rat.
He looked awful. I hate that. When we talk about Gellert Grindelwald, we talk about Jamie Campbell Bower.
Yes.
As I'm obsessed with him.
Him jumping out a window.
Yes, absolutely. That's a homo if I've ever seen one. A flaming homosexual. Gellert Grindelwald's gay as fuck. And
only homosexuals use windows.
Absolutely.
Only them.
Mm-hmm. You've heard of gays can't sit right? Well, gays can't exit the doors right. We gotta jump out the windows. But I'm so obsessed with the idea of that relationship, specifically when they were younger, specifically the idea that, like, so Gellert Grindelwald's always been that bitch, you know, and he's trying to take over the wizarding world, and we know this. But the idea that Dumbledore is so infatuated with him that he's like, yeah, sure, that's a good idea. I literally am so obsessed with that. And the scene, we're gonna talk about Fantastic Beasts, trigger warning, for a second. That scene when they were doing that blood bond, are you kidding me? That was so homoerotic. That was, my mom was like, I was kind of uncomfortable because that was very sensual, and I don't know if kids should watch that. And I was like, that was a little bit too much for a children's movie, you know? Because it was very homoerotic. But I loved to see it.
Yeah.
I loved to see it.
I was pissed because they didn't kiss.
Yeah, they
I was
should
there.
have.
I was only in the movie theater to watch some dudes kissing.
Yep. Specifically Jamie Campbell Bower.
Yeah.
Kissing whoever Dumbledore was.
Little Jude Law. Who would play the younger version of Jude Law?
I don't know, but I don't like him as Dumbledore. I hate him as Dumbledore.
He has a great ass, though.
But, okay, he's got the butt for it, but he doesn't have the hair. Dumbledore always had really long hair, and his hair was red. And I don't like the way he looked as Dumbledore.
Yeah, I think he got the vibe right.
I don't think so.
Really?
No, because I don't like the Fantastic Beasts movies. I liked the first one. I didn't like the second one. I don't understand why Newt Scamander has to be involved in this situation at all. But the second one really fell flat for me. But I always imagine Dumbledore to be very, like, kooky and very flamboyant.
Like
and
Ian
Jude
McKellen.
Law was neither of those. To me.
I can see it. But maybe as you get
Maybe
older...
he was going through a phase where he was, like, repressed.
Yeah.
Maybe he was flaming as a child, like, as a teenager.
Yeah.
And then when he got this job, he was like, well, I was in love with this bitch, and now I can't be seen thirsting after him, so let me be straight for a minute. But I feel like, book canon Dumbledore never could have been straight. Because, like, I feel like Jude Law had a very straight vibe to him.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. And I like Jude Law.
I love Jude Law.
Yes, I do too. Him as Watson, as Dr. Watson, that's a homosexual. He had a gay vibe in that.
Yep.
So why didn't he have a gay vibe when he played an actual homosexual? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Dumbledore is canon gay, and I canon Sherlock Holmes and John Watson. They were in love. They were in love with each other.
You think Jude Law is one of those guys that think it's not gay if you wear socks?
Yeah, probably. Well, either that or he's actually bi. Either of those.
He gave off
Do you think
bi
that he's
vibes.
had sex with Luke Evans?
Who?
Some things to think about, right?
I was shocked to find out that Luke Evans was gay, actually.
I wish I was a man so that I
Oh my
could
god.
top him.
I was in 8th grade and I saw Dracula Untold. And
Are you kidding me? I'd risk it all for that man.
I thought I was a little straight girl and I was like, I thought I was thirsting over him.
Oh, well. I'm thirsting over him.
My mom texted me one day in the middle of my English class and she was like, Luke Evans is gay.
And I wish I was a cisgender man.
Right?
So that he would fall in love with me and we could get married. Because I love him. Anyway, could you imagine if they'd casted him as Gellert Grindelwald and had Jude Law as Dumbledore? Galaxy brain. I just thought of that just now. Could you imagine? Put a little wig on Luke Evans. Put a little wig on Jude Law.
Oh my god.
Galaxy brain. Make fan art of that, guys. Whoever's listening to this, if you make Harry Potter fan art, I'm begging you to draw that.
Jude Law?
With long
With your
hair. Yeah. Jude Law and Luke Evans, comment down below.
Luke Evans is Gaston.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Really?
I didn't like that movie at all.
Yeah, who would you choose to play Belle other than Emma Watson?
I don't know. I really don't know. I really have no idea. Comment down below who you think would be a good live action Belle. Because I don't know. I really don't. Because, like, I kind of like her as Belle, but then that whole thing where she was like, I'm not going to wear a corset because that's sexist. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's the proper undergarments for the time period.
Yeah.
You have to have that structure for your dress to look right, sis.
Yeah.
Sorry if you don't want to wear it because you hurt your little ribs because you're not used to wearing them. And they're probably trying to tight lace you. But corsets literally are just bras. And they make your outfit look
Just
right.
big bras.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people on the YouTube that talk about, like, corsetry. Like, Bernadette Banner is one of my favorite YouTubers. She talks about corsets. And there's a lot of other, like, costubers that talk about it. So go watch those videos if you also think that corsets are a device of the patriarchy. Because they're not. It's just underwear.
Yeah.
And so that, I was like, I understand that you're trying to be a feminist. But also calm down.
Yeah, I feel like Emma Watson, I love her dearly.
She's a little bit
but
performative.
She tries a little too hard.
Yeah. A little bit performative to me. And a little bit too moderate as well.
Yeah.
You know? We don't have to get into that. But just, like, that whole thing, it's like, you can wear a corset. It's not that big of a deal. But, going back to the little Dumbledore thing, very obsessed with that. Very obsessed with his backstory. Very obsessed with Gellert Grindelwald. Very obsessed with Jamie Kimmel Bower. I love everything about that. What was I gonna say? So the first actor that played Dumbledore, Richard Harris, I think is his name. Absolutely the perfect Dumbledore.
Yes.
But then Michael Gambon really didn't do it for me. I don't like his characterization
He was
of Dumbledore.
alright. Solid 5.7 out of 10.
But Richard Harris was a 10 out of 10. He was absolutely perfect, but then he died. Rest in peace.
Rip.
But he was...
Rest in spaghetti.
Yeah.
Never forgetting.
Yep. But he was absolutely perfect as Dumbledore. But I wish that they would have made Jude Law have, like, long red hair and a long red beard, because that's what he looked like in the books. Like, it's canon in the books that he looked like that. But I just love everything about that. Dumbledore's one of my favorite characters. So, who else has, like, queer vibes in the Harry Potter universe?
Dobby.
Isn't there, that Dobby X Sorting Hat?
What?
Fanfic?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That exists.
Can the Sorting Hat experience sexual attraction?
I don't know. I don't want to think that. I hope not. Watch that be the next thing that J.K. Rowling announces. She's like, the Sorting Hat fucks.
God. I hate J.K. Rowling so much.
Let's see. What do I have anything else written down?
We're gonna talk about Marvel?
Well, there's some stuff in Harry Potter that I still want to talk about. I was trying to see if I wrote down anyone's specific names. How do you feel about, what are some ships within there that you do or don't ship or whatever?
Within Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Some people ship Hermione and Draco. I hate that. I hate it so much.
Absolutely not. First of all, Draco's gay, and second of all, I hate that.
Yeah, and the way a lot of those ships are, like, framed by the fans remind me of, like, how they ship the Joker and Harley Quinn. Like, it's the same, different characters, but same sort of power dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. I absolutely hate Hermione and Draco. I don't like that, because he was, like, so mean.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why they should have ever gotten together. I don't understand the attraction.
I hate Harry and Ginny.
I don't.
I hate it.
I hate them in the movies, because Ginny was awful in the movies.
Yeah.
They really did her dirty. But I kind of like them in the books.
Mm-hmm.
That's, like, my number 3 ship for Harry. My number 1 is Harry and Luna. Call me crazy.
I see it.
But I love that.
I can see it.
Harry and Luna, that's my number 1. My number 2 is Harry and Hermione.
Mm-hmm.
And
I saw this crazy one of
what?
Hagrid and Snape.
Yeah. I don't know,
like
thanks.
It's just...
Snape's an incel. So he can go rot in hell.
Yeah.
Incels rot in hell. Comment that down below. Hashtag incels rot in hell. But I ship Harry and Draco a little bit, because I think he had a crush on him. They had a crush on each other. Absolutely.
Definitely.
But thinking of the cursed child, it's not canon. However, Scorpius and Albus, they're in love. Mm-hmm. That's literally canon. If you've read or seen the cursed child, that's absolutely canon. It is. So for that reason alone, that's, like, my number 4 ship below Harry and Ginny.
Mm-hmm.
But I ship a little bit of Harry and Cedric.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. Baby boy was clinging to his dead body, wouldn't let him go when he was dead. Are you kidding?
It's true.
And he was very obsessed with both of them. He wasn't, like I said earlier, he noticed them too much.
And the way Cedric looked at him when he said, "Open it in the bath."
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And you're telling me there wasn't a little bit of something going on? Moaning Myrtle, is she... I think she's straight.
Oh, Moaning Myrtle's gotta be straight.
Yeah.
She's too annoying to be gay. Or bi. She's way too annoying.
LOL. Yeah, she's straight.
The way she just goes,
yeah.
She's straight.
Yeah. The Basilisk.
He's gay.
Yeah.
That's a gay snake.
Yep. Look, call me crazy, but I think Salazar Slytherin and Gotcha Gryffindor had a little bit of something going on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
And Helga Hufflepuff and Rowena Ravenclaw.
Yep. But that's why Gryffindor and Slytherin have such a big, like, divide. Is because they were in love. Uh-huh. But then Salazar Slytherin was like, hey, let me make this, like, snake hole in here. And then they were like, hey, maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
And then they had a falling out. And then that's why the houses are feuding. Mm-hmm. Is because they were in love. But then they broke up.
But then Helga Hufflepuff and Rowena Ravenclaw got married.
Yeah, 100%.
Secretly.
Absolutely. 100%.
They're cottagecore lesbians.
Yep. Yep, 100%. It's the Dark Academia x Cottagecore crossover that we all need.
Yep.
And nearly headless Nick, I think he's bi.
Yep.
He's either bi or gay.
Yeah, and Peeves?
I don't know. I feel like he just lives for chaos.
He's just an entity.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a sexuality. He's just there.
Yeah. I feel about him the same way as, like, Voldemort.
Yeah.
That I don't know if sexualities are relevant to them.
Mm-hmm.
But, let's see. Who else is there to talk about? Other characters. I don't know. The one other thing I have written down to talk about with Harry Potter is that Draco deserved a redemption arc.
Oh, definitely.
100%. Have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I have not.
For the people who are watching this and have seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, Draco deserved a Zuko-level redemption arc. 100%.
I don't understand, but I agree.
So Zuko, spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't know what this show is, but he's the son of Fire Lord Ozai. And he's the prince. Mm-hmm. And he got banished when he was 13. And so his whole life is trying to find the Avatar so that he can get his honor back and so that his dad will love him again. Mm-hmm. And he was kind of evil at the beginning, but only because he thought he had to do that to win his father's affection.
Mm-hmm. That's literally Draco Malfoy.
Am I not describing Draco Malfoy? Right?
Ooh.
And so then Zuko goes through this whole redemption arc to, at the end of the series, he's a good guy. He's, like, best friends with Aang, and they try to help, like, unite the world. And so Draco deserves that level of a redemption arc, in my mind.
I agree. I feel like they tried to give that to him at some point, just, like, barely, just kind of, like, sprinkle it there, but it didn't work out. I
don't know if she did try to give him that, because she, for some reason, decided that Slytherin was the evil house, and didn't try to make it, like, three-dimensional or anything. She just decided, oh, this house is evil. And it wasn't, and it shouldn't have been framed like that, because even though this is a fictional world, it's like, that's not realistic, you know what I mean? You have to have some level of realism for it to be believable, and I don't like that. I don't like the way she wrote Slytherin House. I don't like the way she wrote Draco, because I think he deserved a redemption arc, because literally at the end, when he was about to kill Dumbledore, he was like, I have to do this. I have to. And Dumbledore was like, all right, I know, and that's why Snape's gonna kill me instead.
I love Draco.
Yep. He's one of my favorite characters. Tom Felton,
he should have been the main
played
character.
Him perfectly. He was the main character.
He was the main character?
He was that bitch.
Harry's a dumbass. I hate Harry.
I like Harry.
I hate Harry.
I like him.
I used to feel like, oh, I had to like him because he's the main character.
Yeah.
But, like, the more I would, like, watch Harry Potter and, like, read about Harry Potter, like, I'd just be like, he's a dumbass. Mm-hmm. He's so stupid.
I like him. I think he's oblivious.
Yeah.
But I feel like he almost kind of has to be that way because he's almost like the reader. We're figuring out stuff while he's figuring it out. And it can't all be revealed to him. And I do like the way that he's supposed to be the chosen one, but he feels like he doesn't know what he's doing. And he often doesn't know what he's doing. So I do like that instead of it being like this all-powerful little guy who's just like kicking ass and taking names, you know what I mean?
I just feel like he's very arrogant sometimes.
Is this in the movie or in the books?
In the movie.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I read the books, so I'm a little rusty.
Well, the movies suck ass. I hate the movies. I do not like them. They're not good. But,
I love Daniel Radcliffe, though.
I don't like him as Harry. Because he didn't look anything like Harry. So, the third movie, he looked like Harry. Because Harry had really messy hair. That's the only movie that he has messy hair. The Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite of the movies.
That's the gay movie.
Yep. And it's also my favorite of the books. I've read the books, I think, 3 times. And so, at the third time, I finally narrowed it down to, I think The Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite.
Yeah.
But I just love that one. That one's so good.
Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban gives off very gay vibes.
Because there's homos in it. Right? There's so many. It's literally Sirius and Lupin.
And also, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Half-Blood Prince gives me gay vibes too.
Well, because he's following around Draco in that one. Right?
Yep.
And that's why.
Yep.
It's because he's got a crush on him.
Order the Phoenix, bisexual.
Yeah. Because that one also has
Yep.
Lupin
Yep.
and Sirius in it. And it's also got Tonks. Are you're really trying to tell me that Tonks is straight? Absolutely
She's
not.
not.
Absolutely
God, no.
not. Absolutely not.
Today, she would definitely be, like, a big titty goth BF.
She, they. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Tonks is a she, they.
Yep.
And she's also a little bit of an e-girl.
Mm-hmm.
And we love that for her. And, like, her little Instagram bio says, like, bye in it.
Yep.
Or something. It has, like, a little rainbow emoji.
Yep. I love Tonks.
Mm-hmm.
She's great.
Mm-hmm.
She deserved so much better.
Yeah, honestly.
I feel like her and Ginny should have ended up together.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because they were they were similar age. Because
Yeah.
she wasn't very much older than... Well, Ginny was a little bit younger than Harry. But then Tonks was just a little bit older than him.
So Lupin, this older guy,
Yep.
just went after... Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Well, it's because the love of his life had died.
Yeah.
So we have to give him a little bit of grace with that because she was just the rebound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then they had a whole kid together.
Yeah, and then they died. So they
And
didn't
then they
care
died.
about him. He's gay, though. Teddy Lupin?
Yes.
Absolutely flaming.
Name like Teddy?
Yep.
Theodore Roosevelt?
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. So that's all I have to talk about Harry Potter. So do you want to talk about Marvel? Because I also have that written down.
We could.
All right, so let's talk about the gay ships. I want to ask you this question because I don't know the answer to it in your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So Steve
Yes.
and Tony Stark
Oh.
or Steve and Bucky?
Steve and Bucky.
Absolutely, 100%.
God,
You got the right answer.
I just...
They
Stoney can... Blech.
No, absolutely not.
Hate Stoney.
Steve and Bucky were literally in love,
Mm-hmm.
but then in Endgame they said, "Hey, how about let's say no homo for a second?
Yeah.
Let him get this dusty coochie," even though he moved on as she moved on.
Mm-hmm.
You literally can't tell me that these two best friends, their little catchphrase with each other is "until the end of the line," and you're telling me they're not in love.
They're gay.
Absolutely. Steve is bi, Bucky's gay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm not gonna, like, ignore the fact that he was in love with Peggy, because he was.
Yeah.
She was bi, too.
My ankle.
You know? But, do you disagree?
Peggy being bi?
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page.
I had to think about it a little bit.
Yeah. So, they were in love, but he was also in love with Bucky.
Yeah.
And they should have been endgame.
Yep.
Because they were in love with each other. And you're really telling me they're in love with each other. Their entire character subplot is about them trying to get back to each other.
Yeah.
And when they're finally back with each other, he's trying to get some dusty coochie. You're looking me in the eyes and telling me that he's trying to get some dusty coochie when the love of his life just came back? Are you kidding?
It's upsetting.
Absolutely not.
It's outrageous.
Yep.
And
It should never
I
have
just-
happened. Because they were in love.
Yep.
So what about, Black Widow and the Hulk?
Disgusting.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate that. So do you think Natasha's gay?
She's bisexual.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call her a lesbian, but she's bisexual.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like her and Clint's relationship is very lesbian and gay man solidarity.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I think she might be a
Hot
lesbian.
take. Me and my family were talking about this the other night. We were talking about superheroes that we think shouldn't be heroes. And I said Hawkeye. I don't think he should be a hero.
I don't know enough about him to make a judgment on that.
He just shoots arrows.
Well, I feel like maybe in the comics it's different too.
Yeah, he's
because
deaf.
he doesn't do much in the movies.
No.
Except when he got a little mohawk and was killing like Japanese people or something. Remember that?
I mean, that was pretty all right.
Yeah. That's when he said, "Look, I don't have a wife anymore,
Yeah.
so now I'm gay and now I'm getting a mohawk." And I love that for him.
It's that bisexual mohawk.
Yep.
It was like a mullet mohawk almost.
Yep. A mullet hawk.
Mullet hawk.
Yep. I would love that for him. But Black Widow and the Hulk, absolutely disgusting. They said we maybe made two powerful gay characters, so now I have to make them straight.
Bruce Banner. gay.
Yeah.
He's a twink.
Yeah. Oh, him and Tony? I know they were messing around in that lab or whatever. I know they were. Absolutely, it's a fact. It's canon.
Tony Stark is a bisexual.
Yep. 100%. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? For real. And Pepper is also bi, I think.
Yes.
100%.
In Endgame, she turned into a little cottagecore bitch.
Yep.
She's not a lesbian. She's bisexual.
Yep. It's canon. What else is there? So, Quicksilver, the Aaron Taylor Johnson version.
Bisexual. No.
So I feel like, okay, so Evan Peters, that's a chaotic bisexual.
Yeah.
I feel like that the Aaron Taylor Johnson version was gay.
Yeah. They didn't give him a lot of screen time.
He should have. So look, I've only seen 2 episodes of WandaVision. However, Evan Peters is credited when you Google it.
Yeah, I've read about that.
Is he Quicksilver in it?
I feel like they're gonna make him. What? Oh my God, the wind. They're gonna make him one of Scarlet Witch's sons, because I know there's one of her sons is gay and his name is Wiccan. That's like fact.
Yeah.
And I forget what the other one's name is, but he's like a tiny little Quicksilver.
Yeah. Was his name like Tommy? I don't know why I'm calling him Tommy in my mind.
I don't know.
I feel like his name's Tommy.
I don't know, but I think maybe.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Because I was like, well, I know that he played Quicksilver in the X-Men version. And I was like, if he's playing Quicksilver, why didn't they just bring back Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Yeah.
That would have made so much more sense. And he's way better looking. Sorry.
I heard Aaron Taylor Johnson didn't like working for the MCU.
Ooh.
I don't know why.
Let's get into it.
I also heard that
Aaron
Natalie
Taylor Johnson
Portman didn't like working in the MCU, but now she's Thor.
Huh. Are they doing a series with her?
Yeah, they're the new Thor movie. She's Thor now.
Huh. How about that?
Jane and Valkyrie.
Yep.
But Valkyrie and Captain Marvel. No, Valkyrie is bisexual. Captain Marvel's a lesbian.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Valkyrie
and
Thor got a little thing. At the end of Endgame, they had a little thing.
But is that lesbian and gay man solidarity, or is that they're both bi and they like each other?
Oh, they're both bi. Thor's bisexual.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I think Valkyrie's bi.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I think all the Valkyries are lesbians because they're all women. The Valkyries are women, and they catch souls to take them to.
Oh no, Valkyrie's bisexual because they confirmed it, right?
I don't know.
Because they made this whole big deal about Valkyrie's gonna be the first openly LGBT character, and she's bisexual.
Why would she be bi? There's no reason to make her bi. No offense, but
they made her bisexual.
I think she's a lesbian because I think that all of the Valkyries are lesbians. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
They got something going on.
Yeah.
But Captain Marvel.
Yeah, lesbian.
She's a lesbian.
100%. Absolutely. What was I gonna say? Rhodey. He's a little bit bi. I think him and Tony had a little something going on when they were younger.
Yeah, they never got into anything. They never did anything, but it was implied. You know? Maybe they held hands at one point.
I think that when they were younger, how old were they when they met?
I have no idea.
So I feel like I've never read the comics. I don't know anything about these characters other than the movies. It's 5:41.
Yay.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm writing a little comic.
Okay.
And it's in an alternate universe like every other comic is, because there's always 10 billion series and they all say different things and none of them match. So they met when they were in high school.
Yep.
And maybe they met in middle school, and when they started getting into high school, they started experimenting with each other.
Yeah.
And no one said anything about it. Everybody knew that they were a little bit together, and they told each other that they loved each other.
Yeah.
As friends. They loved each other as more than friends.
Yeah, but then the eye contact just kind of stayed there for a little bit.
But I feel like as they got older, they started dating girls and stuff. I feel like Rhodey's probably gay.
Yeah.
But then Tony was like, oh, I'm bi, whatever. And so they never, said that they were a couple. Mm-hmm. However, they were in love with each other. And then they still love each other, but Rhodey still likes Tony in that way. But I don't know if Tony still likes Rhodey in that way.
I feel like Rhodey's one of those ROTC kids that kind of, suppressed his feelings.
And that's why they didn't say they were a couple when they were in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But then Tony's, like, the super confident... He was definitely in the engineering club or something.
Yes.
But he was, like, the cool kid that was
He's
in
a
the
chaotic
club.
bisexual, too. So, everyone knew, except they never said that they were dating.
Yeah.
But they were in love.
Yeah.
You know? And everybody could tell.
Yeah.
And that's canon.
Yeah. Vision. Pansexual?
I think he's straight.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's straight. I think Vision's straight.
Is it the character or Paul Bettany?
Oh, I'd risk it all for Paul Bettany. I think he's... In the way that we were talking about the presidents, I think he's bi. But Vision, I feel like Vision's straight. So, look, here's the thing. I didn't really like Vision before WandaVision, and I was like, this show's gonna suck.
Oh my god. Did you hear about this thing?
What?
That just, oh my god. Joss Whedon, when he was figuring out Age of Ultron or something, he wanted to give Vision a dick. Straight up. Like, he wanted a PG-13 movie. He wanted to show...
A pebis?
A pebis.
Why?
I don't know.
Gross.
It's just Joss Whedon.
I imagine him to be like a Ken doll, where it's just smooth down there.
Yeah.
He's got butt cheeks, but nothing else. You know?
Yeah.
Like a Ken doll. They got a butt. They got butts. But they don't have anything else. Just smooth.
Well, Ken dolls don't have, like, a butt crack, though. It's kind of like a dent.
Yep.
You know?
They've got 2 defined butt cheeks and a little crease.
Yeah.
And then nothing else. I think that's what Vision looks like.
Really?
Or is his clothes his body? Like, his clothes are his body, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Right? I've seen the movies, guys, I promise.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Let's get Paul Bettany, if you're watching this, tell us if you know if those are his clothes or if that's his body. Does the cape detach?
It, like,
or is that also his body?
Is that his pebis?
Yes. Yes. Yep. We've cracked the code, guys.
Oh my god.
We figured it out. But, okay, so look, this is what I was saying. I didn't like Vision in the movies, but now that I'm watching WandaVision, I saw it and I was like, this show's gonna suck. This show's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
I watched it, it goes crazy. So now I like Vision, but I still think he's straight.
I haven't even watched WandaVision yet.
And I don't even know if he's straight or if he's just in love with Wanda. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's Wanda-sexual.
Yeah.
Wanda's definitely bi.
Absolutely.
I hate how they're, like, giving her blonde hair now. Like, they're, like, slowly transitioning.
Well, I hate how they made her American.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I liked her when she was everybody's goth GF.
Yeah.
And had an accent. But then she became American. And I don't like that.
And boring.
Have you watched WandaVision yet?
No.
I know I keep saying it, but it's actually pretty good. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I think there's like 4 out now.
I think Wanda actually helped me realize I was a lesbian.
Ooh.
Or I was, like,
the
into
goth
women.
one or the like,
goth one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Absolutely.
nowadays, I'm just like, but,
her
like, when
outfit, that short little dress and the high boots.
Oh my god, when
Are you
I
kidding?
saw, like, I think I was, like, 14 when Age of Ultron came out, and we saw it in theaters, and I saw her in the dress.
Yup.
And I was just like,
that short little dress and those high boots.
Like, I went, oh shit.
Yep. What did she say to him when Quicksilver died? She was like, you tore my heart out. And he was like, who the fuck are you? And she said something about, like, she was going to show him how it felt. That was iconic.
The planet was, or not the planet, the city was about to fall. And he was like, you'll die here. And she was like, I already did.
Yeah.
And then she, like, grabbed his, like, robot heart out. And she was like, and that's what it felt like.
Yeah, that was iconic.
No, she went, do you want to know what it felt like? And then she ripped his heart out, and then she was like, it felt like that.
Yeah, I love her.
Very much edgy 14-year-old.
Absolutely.
You know those 14-year-olds that are just like, I listen to 21 Pilots. I'm so unique. I'm a psychopath. I'll murder you.
Like what's his name?
God.
Cole Sprouse
Yes.
in Riverdale. He's like, I'm weird. I'm weird. You never see me without this hat.
I once knew a girl who was convinced that her quote unquote alternate personality was Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah,
I remember this. I hate to see it.
She was insane.
Hate that.
She also told me she was pregnant like 3 times, and she lied about it all 3 times. Anyway.
Hate that. What's some other, like, queer characters in Marvel Within the MCU specifically.
They just confirmed, so it's, like, legitimately canon, that Star-Lord is bisexual.
Chris Pratt. Yep. He's gonna hate it. He's gonna hate it. We don't even have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about him. Because we all know he's the worst, Chris. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't like the Guardians of the Galaxy, and my uncle's gonna freak out whenever he watches this, because that's, like, his favorite within the MCU. But I don't like it.
My parents love the Guardians of the Galaxy. But I'm just like, I'm not into it. It's because
Chris Pratt's a Republican.
It's true.
And that's why they like it.
He gave me those vibes the first time I saw him. I was like, this man.
Absolutely.
This man is homo.
LOL.
Homo in the bad way.
Homophonics. Hooked on phonics. Chris Pratt is hooked on phonics. Let's see.
Mantis.
Yup. Lesbian.
But she's after Drax, though.
But is that lesbian and gay man solidarity, or are they both together? You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. I feel like in MCU especially, it's, for me, sometimes I can't tell if the women and the men like each other or if they're just both gay. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ant-Man.
Straight. Oh, I think he's straight. Mm-hmm. But his girlfriend?
Bisexual.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
She had, like, the bisexual, like, Bob in, like, the second movie.
Yup. Are you kidding?
He's bisexual.
Of course. Who else is there? Well, Loki's gender fluid and, like, pansexual, like, within Norse mythology.
Yeah.
So, I consider that to be canon in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Odin?
I hate him.
I think he's either bi or homophobic.
Yes. Yes, both.
Oh, his wife, Freya? Bi.
Oh, definitely.
Yep. Let's see. What's Jane? Was that her name?
Yeah,
Natalie
straight.
Character?
She's
straight.
Darcy's
bi.
Bi.
Yep. The little man that worked with them.
Selvig?
I don't know what his name is.
The Swedish one, or the one that kind of sounded Swedish? The oldish one?
Yeah.
Selvig?
He was bi.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name was. Wasn't that, what's his name? Skarsgård somebody? That's his name in real life?
Yeah.
Right?
And his son is Pennywise.
Yeah.
And his other son is Tarzan.
Yep.
There's too much going on in that family.
Mm-hmm.
But I respect it.
Yeah. Good for them, I guess.
Pennywise. Gay?
He's either gay or homophobic. No, he's homophobic because he was
he
messing with...
He killed the gay guy.
Richie?
No, he also killed the gay guy in the beginning of the second movie.
Yep. The hate crime at the beginning, and I was like, maybe I can't watch this movie.
Yeah.
Because it started with a hate crime. Who decided that was a good idea? Comment down below if you're the person who wrote that, and why did you do that?
Also, comment down below if you have been personally killed by Pennywise for being gay.
Yep. Because I have. Oh boy, have I. Richie? Right? Trash Mouth Tozier. What's his name?
Bill Hader, Finn Wolfhard.
Yep. Richie?
Richie?
Anyway, they were in love with Eddie.
The little
Richie and Eddie.
Yeah.
They were in love.
Yeah.
And that's canon, like in the movies. I don't know if it is in the book because I haven't read it. If you read it...
I've read the first 3 chapters.
I haven't read it at all.
But then I heard about he included a child orgy.
Oh, yep. They run a train on Beverly, apparently.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna stop reading this.
Yeah. I've only ever read Cujo by Stephen King. But I own it, and I want to read it, but...
I've read Salem's Lot, I've read Carrie, and I was in the middle of reading The Shining, but then I dropped it.
Wow. I've only ever read Cujo. I read when I was like 12 or 13, and that's the only one I've read. Not to flex on you guys.
Carrie takes a day to read. It's super short.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Bev should have been lesbian.
Bev, yeah.
But especially as, what's her name? Sophia Lillis?
Yeah. She's a lesbian.
She was
at least bisexual.
Yeah, so do you remember I'm Not Okay With This?
Yeah, it's on my list to watch.
She played gay in that.
Yeah.
They canceled it
I have
after
a
the
website
first season.
that I have a pirating website. But I have a website, so I can watch it on there.
Uh-huh.
The school's Wi-Fi won't let me, but...
LOL, it's on Netflix.
It's still on there?
Yeah. They just canceled the second season.
Oh, okay.
They just are renewing it.
Yeah.
But it's still on there.
The kid, what's his Stanley? Was that his name?
Yes.
The one whose worst fear was the painting.
The one that killed himself in the bathtub?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's gay.
That kid in real life, he's funny as hell.
Right?
That kid's funny as hell. If you're watching this, what's his name? Not know his name.
I don't know.
What's his name?
I get confused between the kid who plays Stanley and the kid who plays the main character. The one with the stuttering problem. I get confused between those two in real life.
Bill? The character's name's Bill.
I have no idea.
James McAvoy's character?
Yeah.
Who played him? Oh, yeah, I remember. He was in Knives Out. Knives Out?
Yes.
I think he's straight. The one with the stutter? I think he's straight.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I do.
He wasn't a Bev. Wait, no. Was he the one that was in a Bev?
So,
he was
into Bev, but the one that wrote the poem was the different one.
He's definitely straight.
Yeah.
Was there another? There was another kid.
Yeah.
The kid whose family burned up in the house.
Yeah.
Don't
remember his name.
He's straight. He's got to be straight.
Yeah.
Right? In the second one, he's the one who went off with the Native Americans and took that drug and said he was like, I saw Pennywise.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
the
straight.
Old Spice guy?
Is that him?
Is that the
Old
Spice
God.
guy? Am I making that up, or is that actually a fact? Is that the
We're
Old Spice
gonna
guy? Old Spice guy. It Chapter 2.
Cast.
Have you seen the original, miniseries with
I've seen
Tim Curry?
Parts.
It goes fire. Honestly, I like it. It goes hard. It's fire. I
is the Old Spice guy.
I love him.
Wait, he used to be a football player?
Wow.
Wait, what? His last name is Mustafa.
Wow.
Sounds like
Good for him. What's his first name? Isaiah.
Andy B. Jaden Martell.
Yep.
Yeah, and then who's the other kid? Wyatt Olaf.
Yep. Okay, so him and the guy that plays the adult version of his character, they look so much alike in that.
Right?
They did a really good job with that casting, I think.
The kid who played the little kid who got his arm ripped off. I don't know where I'm going.
Georgie?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about him?
I don't know, I just wanted to say it.
Oh, well.
I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing alright.
Yeah.
He's dead, but I hope he's doing alright.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's doing great.
Never mind. They found the bodies.
LOL.
I was like, does Pennywise eat the bodies? Like, they never found the bodies, but I was like, in the end, they were just, like, all floating.
Yeah, they were. Do you have a secret topic? Have we done that? Because I have to pee really bad.
It was furries.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to pee.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Alright, well, that's it.
So are we just gonna... No, we're not gonna jump straight into presidents. You got a whole plan.
Mm-hmm.
Can my secret topic still be the same even though we talk about it?
Well, this is not the secret topic. Well, I have a whole list of Harry Potter and Marvel and all that stuff.
Okay, shit. I gotta come up with something.
And all the datings. Let's see if I don't knock these shits over. I don't know how I should come up with a topic.
Furries.
You can't say it out loud!
Sorry, damn it!
Because then it's not the secret topic.
Shit.
It's not a secret anymore. Do you want to clap into this? Yeehaw. I don't know how to put my legs. Am I even in frame? I hope so, because it's turned pointing that way.
You want me to check real quick?
I guess. It's recording, so... Okay. So I'll just hold it in the middle because... so that we can both talk into it because it'll pick up the sound. Alright. Hello and welcome to the Untitled podcast. My name is Annie Funderburk and I am your host, pink-haired freak. I didn't write down the rest of my thingy. So let me see. What can I say? I'll restart it. I always do these twice.